Alright. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Should be able to. Because I got the air on and I don't want to turn it off. So let's keep that straight. So, we're going to be doing something different on this joint. So, I did this before on my old computer. That was like a while ago. So, what I'm going to do, say this all the time. I guess people don't want to get in a discussion about politics with me or in a debate form, or maybe they think they got the right answer, they don't want to hurt my feelings, or maybe they think I'm going to react like how liberals react. I'm going to go crazy because you said this, or they just don't want nobody to challenge them. You know what I'm saying? Even if they think their stuff is right or wrong, or can be questioned, they don't want nobody to question that. They rather somebody that can add on to it or tag along with their conversation to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Some people know their stuff can end up being wrong, but they don't want to know. It's like I'd rather be in this situation as far as like how the movie The Wizard of Oz. Like if I was somebody just sitting here, even though I don't have a heart, I don't have a brain, I don't have none of these things, instead of me going to see where I could get this done, knowing that if I unveil this covering, you know, I feel like my existence is like gone. It's like my identity is gone. I can't be, you know, if I'm not black, what am I? If I can't do this, then what I'm gonna do in my life? Like, I don't know. But yeah. So, because I am going to be in this video speaking from, I'm not. And you might disagree, I'm not a Trump supporter and didn't vote for him. But I'm going to be speaking in this video like I am. And I just ate something in my teeth. Excuse me. So I'm going to be speaking like that. So I'm sorry if that hurt any of your feelings. And I'm going to be speaking directly to black Americans. Okay? So, now do you understand? Somebody failed?
No, that was me.
Oh.
I didn't fall down. That was me.
So let's get in. So I have the computer right here. So anything, I said this multiple times, anything that you think I turn a blind eye to, I don't want to hear it because I don't want to, you know, find out Trump is really this or that is this or this is that. I'm not biased. It's my messages is open for anybody. My DMs is open for anybody to send me anything that you think I'm missing, I'm not understanding, I'm not getting. I'm not against it. Like, there's so much stuff people debate with me about and they don't know. I copy a lot of stuff y'all say. I don't tell you, and I'll go and look it up or read up on it, try to find a definition of what this means, everything. It's just that I know some people don't dig deep when it comes to research or finding the truth. Despite Trump, despite all that stuff, I was already a person wanting to seek the truth, you know what I'm saying, in my own way. So just with this, I'm not different. So people just now jumping on want to know the truth. Niggas probably didn't care about any of it, just wanted to live day to day. But, you know, I'm not biased. Like, you know what I'm saying, especially to information. If you want to share information, I'm not going to say, oh, that's Joe Biden, I don't want to hear it. No, send it to me. If you say it's a video you got and it's Trump doing this, doing that, you want me to understand, send it to me. Just understand that with me, I'm give you understand how I research. You got a book, you say, read this book, because this book got all the answers. You just not reading this book. This book says this book said that. How somebody would say researching, just reading the book and getting the information. How I dig versus other people and they don't understand is that you can read a book, but anybody can write a book. Anybody can put a book on Amazon. Like, find out who's the author, why he did this. So now you understand that this book is not that, it's the truth. It's somebody that's biased and just putting all this information in one book. And just because he has credentials, because he's this, doesn't mean everything he says is factual. So when I say that to people, they think, oh, you just doing this, you just doing that. But I understand you don't know how to do critical research. You know what I'm saying? You could read Google and think Google is the absolute answer for everything. You could go to Wikipedia and think Wikipedia is the absolute answer for anything, but anybody can have a Wikipedia account and write anything on there. I didn't make that up. That's what it is. I'm not trying to cover all my bases. That's what it is. That's why if you go, maybe it might have changed. Like I said, you could write. If you go and read up on Malcolm X, on there, some stuff that I disagree that's on there that I didn't ever read about. But it's in there. But I check it up. Somebody put that in there. I don't know. But that's just an example that anybody could write on these things. So research. You got to do extensive research. You got to be digging. You got to learn how to dodge out the biasness, the what's the word I'm looking for? The miscellaneous, like this, the tit for tat things that's really not gonna get you an answer. Just the conflict. You know what I'm saying? So I got the computer here. So if anything, anybody wanna tell me look up this. You never seen this before? You never seen that? Please. If not, then I'm gonna show you information that I know that none of y'all motherfuckers have seen. Or even if you have seen this, that's just show you how programmed you are. I'm about to show you how programmed you are. Because even if you do it this way, once you see how people debate or go back and forth, if your basis from the beginning, Trump is a racist, you shouldn't vote for him. Okay, if the racist thing is your sole reason to why you don't want to vote for him because you think he's racist, okay, I agree. But let's say Joe Biden is racist too. Now, do you get in this situation where now you don't know if you're going to vote for him, or you get in a situation you're just not going to vote at all because they both racist? Or you're so programmed that anything that Joe Biden does racist doesn't seem racist to you, but everything Trump do is racist, even though when this Biden, I could show you on my computer videos of him repeatedly saying the word nigga. Not in a way, or it was I was on the BT Award, I said nigga, I just thought it was cool. No, this is, get them niggas out of here. We don't need no more niggers. That's his words. Okay? And if somebody told me Joe Biden said nigger, it's on the YouTube, research it. Just like people say Trump said this and that, research it. But exactly how these people, if you say Biden said something racist, research it. I can go on racist. I could go on YouTube, find the exact video. Not the video is a little bit different than what the person said. It's exactly like that. No buts about, no ups and down, no left or right, no big words. He said exactly, get no more niggers. We don't get the nigga. He said the N-word more than one time, more than 2 times. Not in a popular form. He's on this Breakfast Club. He thought it was cool. Even if that was the case, it's still wrong. But it wasn't that. But if you say it like, I'm going to give you what people told me. Trump said, grab her by the pussy, From all the videos that I searched up, unless you got something you want to show me, you got to type it in a certain way to find this specific video. But what I saw, this ain't got nothing to do with him being a person. This is something old. Remember, he's a celebrity. He's an entertainer. So, I mean, like, come on now. Like, one minute we in pop culture, the next minute we out of pop culture. Like, stop. That's that tit for tat. That's why I don't like to get in conversations with certain black people, because they like, you got to do right, but I can do whatever I want. Think about that. Think of when you open that type of thinking in a world for like religious people, God and all that. Because most of these people that come to me, I don't meet too many atheists or people that don't believe in God like I am. So a lot of these people are God-fearing people, or at least they seem like they fear God, or they believe in God. So trust me, most of my videos, everything I talk about now is mostly about politics and stuff like that. But I started this type of talk when it's come to religion and the control religion has and the different religions. So I know all about your Islam and your Islam and Christianity and all about that. So like, don't tell me something, the Bible said this, or Buddha, or this said that. All of y'all at one point in time believe in 100, 300 gods according to the Muslims, but y'all want to say one God now. Y'all all come from paganism ways. Y'all, this is, what I'm saying? So come on now. Like, and so many people die over Christianity and the Catholic Church. So like, miss me with all that. You know what I'm saying? Miss me with all that. So it's all about the individual. The religion, all that ain't got nothing to do with it. It's individual. So if you choose to get any religion in the world and it works for you and it makes you a better person, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, Christianity is different. And everybody individual connection with their God is different. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to speak about that too, because even though I might align with more of a conservative people or Republican people, whoever you want to put me with, when it comes to their views on religion and God and stuff, I totally differ on that. I respect it though. I respect people trying to be real with their religion, not be all phony. I respect that, because my reasons is like, I can agree with Kanye West with a lot of stuff, but when it comes to something, we need to have prayer back in school. I ain't doing that shit. We need to be talking about Jesus, and I ain't doing that shit. I'm sorry if you feel offended. You know what I'm saying? It's really unfair to have America as the melting pot, the land of free, all these mixed cultures and stuff like that, just to have it solidated on one religion. You know what I'm saying? Because that religion did a lot of bad things to other cultures. So I mean, come on now. One person God is another person's devil. So, you know, maybe we should just have it in a general, not Jesus, just God. God is a title, so it's like that Bible talks about a God, so it's like Jesus just pertaining one thing. And especially when you talk to some crazy Christians, they don't want to understand. I don't know how much a person like Kanye West know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what teachers he's learning from about, different old ancient cultures and religion, with the origin of these religions, where they come from, where they get their ideas from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I broke all this stuff down before, so I'm not really trying to go backwards. But we know of Heru. We know of Krishna, if I said it right. Where you get the word Christian from. Some people say it's not. Some people say it is. Blah, blah, blah. But, it's a bunch of stories about different messiahs. A bunch of stories about floods. A bunch of stories about the end of the world. Not the end of the world. But the stories about gods and different gods. Stories about gods making human slaves. You know what I'm saying? It's all there. So, it's, just to say that this is the total real thing. I believe in spiritual. And I feel like all these books come from a spiritual essence. I just feel like we just take it the wrong way to be in a divide mindset. You know what I'm saying? So, but when it comes to me and religion, I don't do religion. So that's probably the one thing me and people like Candace differ on. But like I said, I read religious books, so it ain't like I'm one of those type of atheists that's like really, like, I just choose that it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out there trying to bash Christians, say this is not this, the truth is, each his own, bro. Cause like I said, I meet a lot of people that's Christian and stuff but don't follow these things. And it is crazy because I live my life in a certain way that I follow rules that would put me, that God will look at me and say, man, you coming into heaven, you doing a good job. But these people that say and profess that they're God-fearing people don't follow not even one law, not even two laws. They more logic. Their logic is more trying to find a way to break a law, to get away with something. You know what I'm saying? So, and they get mad at me because I tell them, like, you're not walking in God's shoes. I'm more so walking in God's shoes, and I don't believe in Him. So, like, what's going on here? We need to really never talk. But matter of fact, let's have a Bible discussion right now, because so you can have an understanding that I might say things that people might say, oh, you're just doing it because you're the Bible. And that's why I love debating people so good, because they already assume that if I'm pro-life, that means I must be a Christian. I must heard that because the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know a lot of these people are raised by Christian people. If you was following anything that I said before pre-political stuff, then you would probably have a better understanding that a lot of people do things despite religion. A lot of things been here, and a lot of things been in place before religion been in place. So a lot of these rules and things that religion has been here despite religion. You know what I'm saying? These were just natural things. Okay, so I had a conversation with a girl, and she was saying something about do I have a problem with same-sex marriage or something like that. I don't care what y'all doing over there. I don't care what y'all doing in that house. Once it become, let's make it obligated for the world to want to do this. Let's make it obligated for the world to like this. Let's make it so everybody can choose to do this. This is an option for little boys and little girls to want to have same-sex marriage when they get older. No. In your crazy world, sorry to offend you, but in your crazy world, your mind, you can do that. If I start telling people, if I believe that if I jump off this building, I believe so hard that I'm a fly, that's me. That's my craziness. That's what I do. But if I start telling everybody to believe this so we can get to another world, get to heaven, we can leave this horrible place, you just got to believe. Now, it becomes a problem. Because now I got other people following me. and living what I think is correct by my own standards. I don't care what nobody do in their own house. When you're trying to get the whole world to do the same thing, then that is a problem. If you want to have sex with dogs, do that in your house. I don't care. Just don't bring that over here. That's the only issue. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make this video saying this is a black man talking. I didn't have to put that. You can obviously see I'm black. I don't have to put I'm a gay conservative. I don't have to put that. Like, why do the gay part got to do with anything being me conservative? Why me? I gotta say I'm the first gay president. Why the gay part got to do with anything being president? I'm not signing policies based on me being gay. That's where the problem come in. Who gives a fuck? Just live, just do you. Like, I don't care. You made it politicized. You made a political thing. You made the enemy and the non-enemy. You made it ups and down with that. You could have kept it to yourself. So, with the politics, we got the electoral votes. And I said this before, that once Trump won the election against Hillary, everybody on the left side, Democrat, liberal, all those people that hated Trump so much before and during him being the president, from all the fake news media and the misconstrued, and already being programmed to already have a projection of hate already before they even have a misinformation video. This is crazy, and they want the electoral votes to go away. This is not fair. Electoral votes, this, that, and this, that. They're quiet now. Nobody is saying anything that they were saying before about electoral votes. Despite them winning, with being in the winning position with the electoral votes, nobody is still saying, let's get rid of the votes. Nobody is speaking of how, we were saying this, but I guess now it's right. Think about this. Is it because Trump won the presidency that they ran with that? They were trying so hard to get him out there. On the Russia collusion. 3 years with that shit, and obviously there's nothing because he was still the president. False news for the 3 years. People wasted their time putting energy into this when it was nothing. When he was trying to get so much stuff done, he needed everybody to be with that. They're so busy on Russia, and Russia didn't do not a damn thing. But when it comes to this mail-in voting and it being construed, it being suspicious and a lot of things like that, everybody, even Fox News, like, it ain't nothing. Everything seemed right, and then not just that, they're already giving credit to the winner is him. It's Biden. Like I said, I'm new to politics. I don't know how long this usually supposed to go, but for the information I'm getting, on election day, votes go in and it end there. But how things going, something's not making sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, California's a big ass state, but it didn't take them long to figure out what's going on. But for these other places, it take them so long to figure it out. And then out of nowhere, some mystery mail-in votes ballots come in, and it's just like we got thousands of more mail-in, or thousands of them. You got to count them, and all those thousands seem to be in one political party. Seems funny, huh? How this person was damn near winning these states. Oh, wait, let's stop counting. You got these thousands of mail-in ballots that just came in after 8 o'clock. We got to count them. And every single one of them happened to be Biden. Can't say that's not suspicious. You can't say how when he wasn't really running. Like, he wasn't campaigning. He was in his bunker during the whole lockdown coronavirus. He was in his bunker. And you know this because everybody was bashing Trump for having rallies, the masks, and the distant people. He's having rallies, and this rally has so many people there. So many people there. As far as the information I'm getting, I go on my news source, and it's like, this nigga, he in Michigan, he in Georgia, he in here, like, he got the instant transmission or something. He going quick, rally here, rally there, rally there, rally there. I'm telling you, I've probably seen 2 things with Joe Biden, and his rallies is not compared, not even close to be comparable to Trump. And then he wins by a landslide. they say. He got more. He wins. He gathered more votes than the first black president. Think about that. It's a reason why Obama did that. Despite you Republican or Democrat, you like him or not, after or before, it's a reason why he got that. We know how he moves. Obama ain't got no dirt on him. He didn't come into run as a president with a lot of. You can't go to. Oh, he did this in the past. He ain't got nothing. How people say, he a clean nigga, clean. Knew how to talk. Now do all that. But Joe Biden, on the other hand, don't know how to talk. He been in office, or he been in the Senate, or he been in this political realm for over 40 years. And you know what he did with his time over that 40 years? If you want to point the racist finger, because Trump just got into office, so everything that he did ain't got nothing to do with being in office. Anything he did ain't got nothing to do with policies and anything like that. But Biden, he did. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. The person that he got to be his vice president pulled his card on that when she was running against him. The other black dude, I said the other black, but the black dude that was running to, I forgot his name, he even pulled his card. So his card been pulled by his own team, despite people on the other side. And then it's videos on top of videos and information on top of information that he's been in his office for damn near how long, and none of y'all probably knew about it. Y'all didn't support him back then. Y'all just hopped on the bandwagon because you got Trump and you got him. But we're gonna go with the racist and not the new guy that the media making fake news. Think about this. Think about this. He just got into politics, bro. And as much good he did, despite what you think and what the media tell, he did so much good shit for black people too. Yeah, it's a lot of work we gotta do. I know, but he did shit. He did a lot of shit. He did a lot of shit that nobody else done. And if anybody did something, maybe it's catering to your liberal mindset. Oh, this person built more abortion clinics in our neighborhood. This is the best president ever. Maybe to you, that is the epitome of being a great president. Oh my God, he gave us more welfare. Maybe to you, that's the epitome of being a great president. Oh my God, he said he loved gays and blacks, so that makes, he said, put his fist up in the air for Black Lives Matter. Maybe that's the epitome of being a great president. But we could still be loaded economic. The gap is still big. We black people are still consuming more than they're saving. Our community is not getting better. The crime rate is still high. You know, a lot of us are still killing our babies in abortion instead of putting more abortion clinics and promoting abortion. We should be promoting abstinence, condoms, safe sex. Not even have sex at all. Working on your craft, that's what you should be doing. Wait till you get married to have sex. But we don't do none of those things. We just abortion. It's like, let's not save lives. Let's just make sure we have a good funeral home for them. And you voting for the person that's really caring about a good funeral. He going, let's spend all our money on the best funeral home for this black kid that got shot. We should vote for him. Because we asked Trump, after Biden said this, we asked Trump, would he do that? He said no. So that made me not want to vote for him. What the fuck do he got to do with paying the funeral home if he's talking about let's prevent people from losing their lives? Let's prevent bad behavior. Let's prevent a bad community. Let's prevent bad family structures. Let's build family structure, not divide family and try to create new norms and same-sex marriage. This right here. What, are gonna be dogs marrying humans? Like, everybody gotta have equal rights or some shit? Like, motherfucker's crazy. So, Fox News. So, yeah, I'm, let's see, what? Let's just type in and see what comes. What did Joe Biden What did Joe Biden do for black people? Biden faces backlash. This first video. Biden faces backlash from comments about black community. Next video. Joe Biden apologized for comments on racial diversity among African Americans. Third video. Texas voters. Joe Biden has a terrible history in the black community. Fourth video. Watch. Follow reaction. Joe Biden apologized after saying black voters consider Donald Trump ain't black. Watch. Did Joe Biden just say black people are all the same? Joe Biden breaks down what he would do for African Americans if is elected. Let's click right there. So let's read the next one. Why black voters are supporting Joe Biden in Democrat primaries. Biden has a plan for black America. Here's how he can effectively communicate what it is. Black voters are pissed off. Watch. They fiery exchange between Booker and Biden. That's the guy I'm talking about. Okay, let's go down. Here's why Biden appeals to black American voters. I definitely did see that. Okay, Biden crime bill compilation. Okay. Joe Biden faces questions over claims of civil rights activism. How Joe Biden managed to connect with black voters. So let's just go up to that one last thing. Let's see, what is Joe? I don't like this dude. I'm at his channel. He had Dr. Umar Johnson on his channel. They ganged up on him. I'm at Dr. Umar Johnson, not good. You know, he ain't perfect, and he might not be your cup of tea. But
where would you start? You want to support Roller March Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roller March
even though he
Unfiltered.
promised something, let's
Support
see
the Roller March
if these
Unfiltered
promises
daily digital
actually
show
uphold.
by going to rollermarchunfiltered.com. You can make this possible. All right, folks, welcome back. I meant to hit this button. Go to my iPad, please. Eugene made this point. It's right there. Y'all see right there? Joe Biden's agenda for the black community. It's right there.
okay. Oh, wait. I want to read exactly what that said. Okay. So the Biden's plan for healthcare. I guess you probably have to go on his website and click, and it probably say more stuff. So I'm just gonna read it. The Biden plan for restoring American leadership. The Biden plan for climate change. The Biden plan for K-12 education. The Biden plan for housing. The Biden plan for LGBTQ plus equality. I don't know why he got that underlined, like that got to do anything with black people. The guy that's making this video, because he said he got that underlined. So I don't know. Joe Biden's plan for opioids and substance use disorders. Joe Biden's agenda for Catholic community. Joe Biden's agenda for students. Okay, Joe Biden's agenda for the black community. Joe Biden's agenda for the Latino community. Okay. Let's keep it going.
The black community. It's right there. If you click.
Okay, highlights from Joe Biden's agenda for the black community. Vice President Joe Biden will make sure that people historically left out of the middle class, whether due to race, gender, sexual orientation, disabilities, or religion, have the chance to succeed. He will be unflinching and comforting the systematic racism in our country that is built into our laws. He the one that and the laws. What? Oh no, let's keep reading. Built into our laws, our policies, and our institutions, and will take aggressive action to correct them. ripping out the, I don't know what that said, in housing, healthcare, education, and economic. Our criminal and justice system, and he's what? He the oh shit. Our criminal and justice system is so many other areas rooting out systematic racism and ensuring that everyone is treated with dignity and has equal opportunity, and is built into all of Joe's policies as president. Joe will create wealth in the black community through his policies, from education to housing. Joe will ensure that black families can build and sustain wealth for themselves and their communities, because ownership is key to building wealth. Alright, there's a lot to read. I'm not about to read all this. But for real, the thing about seeing what people say is not the big thing. We gotta look at their track record. You know what I'm saying? We could skip all the reading what they're gonna do. I mean, a lot of people say what they would do. I mean, that don't mean they'll do it. So let's just go. Let's go to. Okay. Just gonna go to some.
Hi, my name is Jerome Ortega. I've been with Hardlands Media for about 2 years now, and I'll be honest, I'm still learning a lot about politics. I have questions, and who better than my team to help me out answer them? This is Understanding Politics with Jerome Ortega. Okay, now that we've talked about endorsements, the one thing that I want to tie into this is the fact that right this last week or so, everyone's been endorsing Joe Biden. I know a little about Joe. I know he's been in politics for a long while, but I don't really know his track record. And I don't know if you guys can just give me a synopsis of who he is and what he stood for, but if he's even really worth endorsing, or is this, again, an establishment move, which I've heard you guys talk about, but I really, do you guys have the facts on what he stood for and the kind of person he is?
So I'm gonna tackle the endorsement angle of that, and then Kid will probably do a great job with his background, because he has quite a history of really terrible choices. So he is the exact definition in this case of an endorsement process. You have all the people that have dropped out behind him going, I'm going to go vote for Joe, and a lot of the times with runner-ups or candidates that drop out, these are the people that become the Secretary of Treasury. These are the people that the Secretary get into very, very powerful position. Now, what's the trade? The trade is my supporters that are still loyal to me are maybe it's 1 million, 2 million, 3 million people. But if I endorse you, half of them, 2/3 of them, all of them will go in your direction. So effectively, by making that, Biden is gaining votes, gaining backing, gaining reputation. Right. Because remember, from most people's eyes, they don't fully understand that this is a transaction that's happening. Many people just go, "Oh, the person I liked endorsed that person." Just to get you understand
what we're doing, we're watching a video to understand what is Joe Biden's track record. He's been in office for 40-some years. This is Trump's first time being in office, doing what he does, and despite hate him or love him, he was able to do some things despite being in office ever. You know what I'm saying? You would think he would just fail the next day without being in office ever. So this is a guy that's been in office for over 40 years. We want to see what has he done to be accepted from the black community. Like, what can we look at and be like, okay, we could get him. So these guys are better give us a synopsis or a little breakdown of his track record. You already said that it's a lot that he has done, not has done for the black community, but just a lot he has done, you know. And
I'm gonna go vote for that.
Let's get
but
into
that
it.
the effect from the inside looking out.
I'm gonna show y'all
is
what's
I'm gonna
watching.
give you my voters, and I'm gonna get a position of power as a result. It's just key structure. It's just a big key getting little keys aligned so that overall they're an even bigger key
That makes sense.
than they were before. But to go to Biden's past.
Okay, so Daniel did a great job with the endorsements. This is explaining about Biden. Now let's talk about Biden's history. Well, one, he is a career politician, all right? He has been...
I'm turning the air conditioning off. This guy's speaking a little low. I ain't hooked up to the speaker, so...
wrong side of history. He was against LGBTQ rights, but if we rewind back to...
Okay, I'm gonna repeat some of the things he said. He said Joe Biden, was against LGBT, the gay community rights.
BTQ rights, but if we rewind back the clock to the civil rights movement, he was against busing, he was against
He was against. He had beef. Let's just say he had beef. I don't get to the beef. He had beef with civil rights activists about the busing thing, and that's what I was talking about with Kamala Harris. Point that out to him when she was running against him. She said she was one of those kids that was trying to get on the bus or something like that. So now that you're, his vice president, what you got to say now? Or are you just hush hush? And you just heard what they said. Anybody that's in that run to become president, everybody that drop out end up being somebody in powerful places. They either be the vice president, secretary. So it's like they just trying to come up. You know what I'm saying? She trying to come up.
of schools. He actually went on to infamously say, well, how would you feel having your blonde-haired, blue-eyed kids with brown kids? Like, it wouldn't work. He was basically like...
He said, why would you want your blonde-haired, blue-eyed kids with the brown kids? It wouldn't work. And he said this stuff, like, exactly what he's saying. I seen that, but it's so much stuff, and just it's videos of him just giving his energy. You see how much he was like, put them in jail. I don't care what they do. I don't care what made them do this. I don't care what their environment is. Put them in jail. They said 5 years. Give them 10 years. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't care about 60. It's like, that's him. Mass incarceration was him. That's racism. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trump didn't put nobody in jail. If Trump did anything, he's just talking. Like, rhetoric versus this guy actually in this courtroom saying, we need to do this, make these policies, we need to do this, we need to do that. Like, it's something going on in America that we're just not understanding or not seeing. When you get people like Ice Cube saying what he's saying, and it's something we're not getting, something that's been hidden, whatever. Like, it doesn't make sense to just all fall on let's hate Trump, because that seems too obvious. It's something, and it can't be, oh, we got to be with Trump, because that's just like, that's obvious when you know they hate, so we must go to this side. It's something else. Maybe that's why I was supporting Kanye a little bit. He a little crazy too, though.
Plus, he was against a woman's right to choose, and
he was against a woman's right to choose, according to what they're saying.
Very critical of progressives and liberals, and he was a Democrat too at the time.
He was very aggressive to progressive people and liberals, which he's a Democrat, and that's what the progressive and the liberals are. Kind of ironic, right?
Good working relationship with known Republicans who were true segregationists, and he was good friends with them. He wrote them letters praising them for them.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go find the exact video so y'all can see this. This is a video called Joe Biden, the Joe Jim Crow Biden, something like that, and it gives comparison to what he has done in office and what Trump has done now. I already know. I show people this video. They already buy it. Like, I already heard that. But I say blah. But I mean, then what makes you choose who you choose for? If y'all the epitome of being a bad president is being racist, then I mean, like, yeah. Let's go, Joe. I forgot how the video was called. Let's just see if it pop up. Come on. I gotta find the exact video. The video that showed the comparison between them two, not just the one that's gonna show what he did. Joe Biden. Tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. For real, at the end of the day, if slavery didn't happen, we ain't gotta worry about this shit. If at the end of the day, I'll be in Africa somewhere, or somewhere and Caribbean somewhere, just living my life. At the end of the day, but we here, and I stand with Pop. I ain't leaving this country to go somewhere else. That's like giving up. We work hard for America, so we deserve every piece and part of this joint too. I can't find it. Matter of fact, brace with me. I gotta go to my history because I can't find it. But we gonna see it because it's very enlightening. I never seen the video, so I want y'all to see it. Come on, let's go down. I know I watched it like a couple of days ago. I was watching a bunch of shit yesterday, so I gotta. Hopefully, I run into it. I got a lot of South Park. I was watching South Park yesterday. Boondocks. Come on. Oh man. Hopefully I find it. Whew, come on. We getting close. Come on. I wouldn't be surprised somebody took it off the internet, for real. Oh, here we go. And what's funny about that, I just found it. My sister was like, find the video when Trump said grab her by the pussy. The video on top of that is that. I'm gonna show y'all. Okay. This video, if I haven't seen this video I'm talking about, you have to watch about Joe Biden. Watch this video. See what it's called? Watch this video. Alright, this video I'm talking about. Trump caught making. Okay. But like I said, that's way before he was a president, like 2000. I forgot what year it was. But yeah. So let's go to that video. The first matter of fact, let me show y'all. Because y'all gotta hear exactly what's been said when it first come on.
We already have a nigger man.
You can tell me who that is. That's Joe Biden, right? Okay. I'm gonna tell you, and I ain't gonna give you no misinformation. He gonna say nigger. Joe Biden is racist because he said nigger. He calling niggers. He calling black people by the N-word. Listen.
We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots.
I learned a lot, and I learned.
Let me see. Joe Biden. That guy. Who's that guy right there? Let's read it. Get the name. Go Google. Go all do the information you need to do. You know what I'm saying? See his hand? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's keep it going.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude.
I think the two-party system is good.
Let's read this before we play it. Now listen.
The South and good for the Negro, good for the black in the South. Other than the fact that they still call me boy, I think they've changed their mind a little bit.
If Haiti just quite.
Okay. He's talking about Haiti. Pay attention.
We sunk into the Caribbean or rose up 300 feet. It wouldn't matter a whole lot. Is it because blacks are involved in Haiti?
It was old meaty.
He wouldn't care if Haiti would have went up in the air or down in this ocean. Like, the blacks are involved. What the fuck? Keep it going.
It got him in trouble. Personal comments he made about another White House hopeful, Senator Barack Obama.
I mean, you got the first sort of mainstream African American who was articulate and bright and clean and nice looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook, man. Yeah.
He can let the big banks once again, right?
That's for you to say. Speaking to a largely black audience. Let's see.
Rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains. We have this notion.
Also, let me tell y'all think that's acceptable if they disagree with Joe Biden, because Joe Biden's not the racist and Obama, and Trump is racist. So if somebody booing him, something must be wrong with that guy, the black guy that's booing him, and that gives him the right to say they're going to put you back in chains. I mean, that's most likely y'all look at it like that. Let's keep it going.
Now, if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see.
Take a look at my record, man. I have a record.
So y'all gotta be watching right now. You just heard what he said. Check my record. Ain't that's what we doing? Boy, you're crazy. We checking your record and you ain't got nothing good, bruh. You still got a whole lot. I'm gonna show y'all. When we get to the Trump part, it's like right here. All this is about him just fucking up. Let's keep it going.
Is second to none. The NAACP has endorsed me every time I've run.
Lies. The NAACP did not endorse him no times. Let's go. Read it. Read it. Read it again. The NAACP doesn't endorse candidates, mother. Boy, you're crazy. Let's keep it going.
Come on. Take a look at the record.
Come on, baby. Let's invest.
Joe has a terrible history in the black community.
That's not Fox News. You know what I'm saying? Just let y'all know.
And everybody just loves him because he's a fluffy old guy.
Look at that dude's shirt. You know, because a lot of people, when it's a black person that's hating with the mass majority of people, what the media want you to hate. Basically, if he's saying something good about Trump and saying something bad about Biden, instead of people just looking into what he's saying, if it's facts or true, facts or false, they just, oh yeah, he's a coon, something wrong with him. Look at his shirt. I don't know if you can see, say, speak like Frederick. Lead like, I can't see the other part. This guy is not stupid. This guy's your typical educated, not gonna say older black man that knows like speak like Frederick. Who you talking about? Frederick Douglass. And I bet you the rest of the shirt got more influential people on this. Let's keep it going.
Because he's a fluffy old guy.
Former Vice President Joe Biden, he's run for president twice before, unsuccessfully. He's never before been the front runner. Now that he is towering over all the other declared Democratic candidates, his almost 5 decades in public life are getting some real...
5 decades.
On top of that list, his record on civil rights during his younger days as
his
a U.S.
record on civil rights back in his younger days. Let's get it.
CNN's Jeff Zeleny has exclusively obtained some letters written by Biden himself.
Joe Biden is coming back as a solo act.
I'm ready to go.
With his long record facing a new look under the spotlight of the 2020 campaign.
Gentlemen and ladies of the Senate.
One chapter receiving fresh scrutiny comes from his earliest years in the Senate, when he strongly opposed mandatory school busing. It was designed to achieve integration and a more equitable education. What's less known is how he followed the lead of some of the Senate's most fervent segregationists. In a series of never-before-published letters reviewed by CNN...
What? What channel putting this out? What? What channel putting this out? Not Fox News then, but this not Fox News, this CNN. It's so funny how it's always like CNN is the Democrats and Fox News, the Republican. Don't watch this one, don't watch this one. This one is the fake news, blah, blah, blah. A lot of stuff that I watch that's exposing things be from CNN. And I don't go to the CNN station because... sometimes they'll take it out. That video just disappeared. But people go and take the videos and post it on their website or put it in a compilation video. But look, this is CNN, so if it was Fox News, you probably run with it. Oh, it's Fox News, it's screwed, it's lies, they just want Trump to win, even though they already established that Biden is the president, despite things still are being counted. But yeah, CNN is giving you this information.
Strength of Biden's opposition to busing comes into sharper focus. On March 25th, 1977, Biden wrote, "My bill strikes at the heart of the injustice of court-ordered busing. It prohibits the federal courts from disrupting our educational system." Biden sought and received support from Mississippi Senator James Eastland, the Democratic chairman of the Judiciary Committee, and a leading symbol of Southern...
You know, I'm pointing the flag in the back because I know, you know, how people feel about this flag. I just want you to see that. Just want you to see that. You know, see that in the back of that Democrat guy, flag, Democrat flag. Yeah, you know, just thought it'd be interesting.
Resistance to desegregation. He frequently spoke of blacks as, quote, an inferior race. Eastland and others were partners on several of Biden's anti-busing bills. On June 30th, 1977, Biden wrote, "Dear Mr. Chairman, I want you to know that I very much appreciate your help during this week's committee meeting in attempting to bring my anti-busing legislation to a vote." Then in 1978, Biden again asked Eastland to put his anti-busing bill before the full Senate, writing, "Your participation in the floor debate would be welcome." Ronnie Dunn is a professor at Cleveland State University who co-wrote the book Boycotts, Busing, and Beyond.
Those letters, I find...
And it's funny because he wrote that book about that. I never read the book or heard about the book, but I'll definitely probably be getting that book. But he didn't know any of this stuff about Joe Biden. So you see how much the media is so powerful. The powers that be are so powerful to put you in the way they want you to put you, to maneuver you the way they want you to maneuver you. It's like people can become billionaires by predicting what people are going to do because it's so obvious. Let's go.
Somewhat surprising given Senator Biden's or Vice President Biden's current position and potential candidacy for the presidency and his position as a liberal. Those are issues that he's obviously going to have to answer for.
You said surprising. Surprising in what way?
Well, the fact that he would solicit the support of staunch segregationists, James Eastland as well as Jesse Helms, introducing legislation as opposing busing at that time.
Now to the race for 2020 this morning and new backlash against former Vice President Joe Biden. He's refusing to apologize.
Okay, so this is him. People done confront him about all the stuff he did, so they're trying to get him to apologize. Knowing that you're trying to run for president, you know, you've been vice president to a black president, you know, why not? Why not just simply apologize? You know, we're basically damn near trying to get Donald Trump to apologize for something that happened off a movie that was based off a true story with the Central Park 5 people. It's funny how they put that in the movie, right? Out of everything that probably, I bet millions of celebrities spoke on that incident, but they had to put, you know, Trump in there, but that's another story about another video. But listen.
Criticism over comments he made about being able to work with others in Washington, but his examples were segregationist senators 40 years ago.
Apologize for what? Refusing to apologize for touting his ability to find common ground with senators he disagreed with, even segregationists. Biden is facing sharp criticism. At a fundraiser Tuesday, Biden describing Senator Herman Talmadge of Georgia as one of the meanest guys I ever knew. But adding, well, guess what? At least there was some civility. We got things done. And recalling Senator James Eastland of Mississippi, Biden said, he never called me boy. He always called me son. Biden's 2020 rival, Senator
I told y'all, this guy was running for president, and these people that's Democrats, pulling Democrats' card. They know their own party. It's bullshit.
Booker demanding an apology.
That somebody running for president of the United States, somebody running to be the leader of our party, should know that using the word boy in the way he did can cause hurt and pain. Vice President Biden shouldn't need this lesson.
Now, Biden actually took it a step further, saying that it was Senator Cory Booker who owes him...
So he gonna tell, and where everybody at? He gonna tell Cory Booker that you need to apologize for something I said that was damn near racist. You need to apologize. What the f is going on?
Apology.
Cory should apologize.
I was actually it was hurtful.
See, I told you, even Kamala Harris had something to say about it. But now, guess what? She ain't saying nothing because she better get that good VP spat right now. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna get the VP spat. And then Joe Biden, no, I'm gonna keep the predictions for last.
You talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country. And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me. To coddle the reputations of segregationists, of people who, if they had their way, I would literally not be standing here as a member of the United States.
So look, she wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for the buses and the things that had to be, that was done for black people, even though he was against it. Like, he would have made it so you wouldn't even be where you be. You wouldn't have the chance to be vice president. But, hey, you gonna keep your mouth shut because you want that VP spot.
I think, it's misinformed and it's wrong. But Biden is not backing down.
Apologize for what?
And I bet you, when they went to the back room and said, hey, you want to be VP? You still didn't apologize, but girl, you want to be VP? Okay. I'm old, so you might end up being the president. Let's keep it going.
I like the idea they keep in jail longer. I'm the guy that wrote the bill requiring federal judges to keep people in jail 100% of the time.
Wait. What did he say? Did he say clear enough? Did the video cut? Is it like a snippet? Did somebody make fake news? Or did he actually just say that let's go back? Because, people like to say stuff. Let's just go back.
I like the idea they keep in jail longer. I'm the guy that wrote the bill requiring federal judges to keep people in jail 100% of the time for which they're sentenced. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society. The end result is
listen, it doesn't matter if they're a victim of society. Put Pac in the opposition of what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's our community is what's fucked up. Nobody's born negative. You know what I'm saying? We are born in this fucked up situation and the outcome be what it is. This is what I'm saying. Like, instead of crucifying the end factor, try to put some aid on the stuff before it get to that. Instead of building abortion clinics so when they have babies they'll just kill them, let's prevent them even having the damn babies. But nobody want to do that. We just let them fall, then we kill them. We let them fall and we put them in jail. Instead of, hey bro, don't do that. Hey bro, just wait. Come on now, let's just chill in the house. They don't want that. They want you to put your ass in jail.
Knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe, shoot my sister, beat up my wife, take on my sons. So I don't want to ask, what made them do this? They must be taken off the street. Increase the penalties. Increase them. I would put the son of a gun in jail. Put them.
Hey. You know what's funny? Because with things going on now in politics and then the riots and the looting and the protests and the burning things down, he's not saying anything about jail, but hey, why would he say anything about this crime bill, jail time? This shouldn't be happening in the communities. Old people, white, no matter who, business being taken down. It's videos, probably can't find it now, but it's videos of an old man trying to fix his shop and motherfuckers just coming over there, punch him in the face, knock the nigga on the ground like, goddamn. But he don't care about that. It's a reason why. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
From the crack epidemic of the 80s to the crime wave of the 90s to the post-9/11 war on terror, throughout his career, Biden has represented the Democratic Party consensus, shifting his views to fit whatever best serves his own political career. Over his 44 years in the Senate and then as vice president.
44 years. 44 years. You would think people had a whole lot of good stuff to say about him in 44 years to be in contrast to Donald Trump. But all we have is Donald Trump is racist, so we're going to vote for Jim. Joe, I mean.
was a leading architect of today's criminal justice system, which contributed to mass incarceration and the police misconduct that protesters are fighting back against today.
And that's why I said it's so funny. The people are fighting against the police and all these things today. He was helping and putting these things in place. You're gonna get into it.
Biden crime bill, the Biden crime bill, the Biden crime bill. Hell, we've had crime bills coming out our ears. Every major crime bill since 1976, every minor crime bill has had the name of the Democratic senator from the state of Delaware, Joe Biden. You got a gun, you commit a felony, 10 years. We already have it 5 years. Minimum mandatory. Judge can't say, you had it in your pocket, you never intended to use it, we're only going to give you 1 year. Judge has to say 5 years. Well, he wants to make it 10 or 20 or 60. We can work that out.
He wanted to remove...
If we can make it 10 from 5 years, we can make it 10, 20, skip 30 and fit 60. What the hell is going on?
Judicial discretion for those who, quote...
Let's see. Let me go. Let's say Biden's fixed sentence idea loses by 6-4 vote.
Meet the middle-class criteria of susceptibility to rehabilitation.
They are beyond the pale, many of those people. They literally have not been socialized. They are in jail. Away from my mother, your husband, our families.
The Biden-Thurmond Violent Crime Control Act of 1991 would have increased the maximum sentence for 44 crimes to include the death.
Let's go through this. Democrat Biden bill introduced on March 12, 1991 established 44 death eligible crimes.
Penalty.
A wag in the newspaper recently wrote, Biden has made it a death penalty offense for everything but jaywalking. I'm going to make it for 46 crimes. Biden says make it for 51. We're going to get tough.
Then he presented the final version of the legislation.
60 new death penalties, brand new, 60. There are 70 additional enhancements of penalties, i.e. you go to jail longer.
After his disastrous 1987 presidential campaign, Biden had staged his political comeback, in part by becoming a media darling on issues of policing and crime, and he led the fight to pass the landmark 1994 crime bill under Bill Clinton.
When I wrote the original bill that started this whole process, the so-called Biden crime bill, I didn't call a liberal confab and write it. I didn't call any big...
Look, you heard what he just said? You heard he just said. Oh my God, let's keep going.
...people and write it. I call the cops. A Democratic president. What?
Like he just said, a Democratic president. Well, you can see right here. You know what I'm saying? The guy that we vote for, well, y'all vote for, to supposedly be against the police reform, police brutality. Like this is the guy that's going to give the answers. You know, and I differ on what we should do with the police and things like that. But it's like with him being a Democrat and y'all vote for him, you assume that he would be his record would align with everybody else's, but it doesn't. Like then what? Like so, what do you think we're gonna get? There's so many people done died in 2020. So many things done happened. Like. I don't know what's going to happen if he's the president. If things don't get right, because it ain't over. The election not over. For some reason, it's not over. So people say because he's the president, he might end up being the president. Cool, whatever. He's my president then. But hopefully not. Let's keep it going.
100,000 cops. A Democratic president wants to build 125,000 new prison cells. That's the secret. That somehow the Republicans tried to make the crime bill tougher. I say, poppycock. They didn't make anything tougher. Found out that this midnight basketball isn't getting them You got a bunch of jive folks living in their city to do, try to see if they can be Michael Jordan. When they found out, they were keeping schools open. So gangs come off streets instead of out raping my mother, marauding me, robbing the local store. They're in a gymnasium. And my daughter will be safer. My wife will be safer. My mother will be safer. And I will be safer. And I will be happy.
Never again should Washington put politics and party above law and order.
Along with several laws passed in the 80s, the 1994 crime bill drove up the local, state, and federal prison populations, and it tarnished the reputations of Biden and Bill Clinton, who signed it into law.
Hey, Clinton! You didn't want to take pictures of our people here? We're still in jail for what you did!
When Biden ran for president in 2008, he told the New York Times that he knew more people would be locked up across the board.
You ashamed of that bill?
Not at all. And in fact, I drafted the bill. We had enormous success.
The mass incarceration created by Biden's lock-em-up policies ripped apart vulnerable communities and families for a generation, and the federal funding streams and law enforcement infrastructure it created continue to hinder reform efforts.
I'll do my job and I will take responsibility.
You ashamed of that bill?
Not at all.
Okay. Before we get to the Trumpster, I'm gonna say it like this. Before we get to the racist Trump stuff, you know what I'm saying? You saw how good Joe Biden was. He was so good. He did everything right. I'm glad we voted for him. He's gonna be the best the best president. But now we're gonna look at what Trump did in this little bit of time in office, doing what he did, versus the 44 years Joe Biden been in office. Let's see what Trump did. Obviously, there's a bunch of racist stuff, right? Get ready for the racism. Let's go.
Keep you waiting. Complicated business. Complicated.
Okay. So, let's read. Let's look at his history. I know a lot of y'all seen this picture on the internet. Okay. Donald Trump. Rosa Parks. Don't know who that is. Muhammad Ali. They all got a award. And it say, accepting the... I'm going to let y'all read it because sometimes that every year. Don't just let y'all see it. The Medal of Honor alongside Rosa Parks and Muhammad Ali. Let's keep it going. Working with Jesse Jackson to improve minority communities. Signs MLK Day. Look. I mean, I guess you could say all this is paid. Maybe all those black people are paid for. This is all make-believe. I'm not even seeing this right now. They're all just in there, just want to take a picture with Trump. That's all what happened. He probably paid them billions and billions of dollars because he got so much money. He's just a wealthy white man, just racist, right? Or we could say that actually things are happening for black people and we just being misled to think that nothing's actually happening, but he's actually doing stuff. Okay, so let's keep it going. Okay, what did he sign? Signing the historical First Step Act. We know for a fact he did that. You know what I'm saying? Paper sign. You know. Maybe that's a fake piece of paper. Maybe that paper has nothing on it but blankness and just his signature. Maybe he's see his face. Maybe he's like, dude, I got him. They thought I signed it. Or maybe he actually is signing stuff. Let's keep it going. Let me see. Empowering a new generation of leaders. I follow this guy on Facebook. He's funny. He's a comedian. Hitting record low black employment. A lot of people agree with that, but I mean, if this is a accurate website or whatever, you know, you see it right there. You know, let's keep it going. More black people in there. What it say? Providing historical funding to HBCUs. Maybe this is all believe. Maybe this is all make believe. Maybe this is not real. Maybe this is a lie. Maybe he paid all those people to come in there just to do that. Or maybe it's true. Listen, this is another one. That's that lawyer. No. He's not the lawyer. He was doing something. This guy was doing something, and a lot of people went against it. He was trying to do something with the police and stuff like that. I forget. Okay, what does it say? Establishing opportunity zones to encourage investments. Let's say investments in impoverished communities. Okay, so T.I. himself even validate the opportunity zone. He said, and I think Killer Mike also said they put money into the opportunity zones. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, y'all believe T.I., y'all follow him. So, I mean, like, if he said it, Killer Mike said it, it must be true. But you shouldn't have to go through T.I., to find out something like that is true. It actually happened. I can show you. See? It's actually happening. And we all know that that's a fact. Let's keep it going. Okay. Advocating school choice. To provide better educational opportunities. Okay, prison reform. We all know he did this, and it's funny because we would just with Biden. It was all about mass incarceration, more jail time, bigger jails, and this guy's freeing people. But for some reason, we don't give up F, and it's so crazy. That's how you know it's brainwashed because we black people move on this stuff. That's our talk. Like we need change, mass incarceration. This has happened, that has happened, but it's like. When the brainwash and the political game is being played, we lose all common sense now. Our rights is LBG rights now. Like what? Prison reform, bruh. But Joe Biden could go on stage and say and use the coronavirus for leverage to say, you didn't have nobody sitting at your table today because the coronavirus. Some people got nobody sitting at their table. Their mom and their dad and their brothers are gone. We need to bring them back. And he did this because he handled coronavirus wrong. Okay? So, but how people feel about that, they lost their family. If they wish they could get their family back, that would be awesome. But the fact that people been going through this massacre, people been in jail damn near before Obama became the president, probably still in jail and trying to get that prison reform. Some people miss 20 birthdays. It's one thing to be gone and you don't get to see that person, but the person is there. So you know you get to see him, but you're constantly not around that person. I'm going to give you an example for my anime watcher, because it's something, if you watch Naruto and you see the difference from Naruto not having a family and thinking he don't have a dad or a mom or no cousin, no nothing, with Sasuke had that and lost it. Okay, let's keep it going. I don't want to lose y'all some other stuff, but prison reform. And returning families. We know Kanye West. We've seen this already. Look at all those black people up in there. Maybe this is all make-believe. Maybe if I just wipe my hand, or they all disappear or something. Nah, it's real. It's real. Oh, look. Wait. The lighting is off. But look. It's Candace Owens. I just wanted to show y'all that.
Where's Greg?
Okay, before I finish this video right here, this actual news report I actually watched, and I had to watch it from somebody posting it because he was saying nobody's talking about this. And when I watched it and I asked people about it, nobody's seen it. If I show people, they never seen it before. So it's like the powers that be are very strong in controlling your mindset of what they want you to see, what they don't want you to see. I showed somebody this video and they were just showing hate. But think about this. This black guy was in jail. No matter for how long, no matter for how many more years, no matter how many things he missed, no matter how many funerals he missed, no matter all the opportunities that he missed, like he would never thought this would happen. This guy probably in prison would never think he would get out the next day. And then all of a sudden, he hear on the news and everybody talking about this new president. Hey. He thinking like, damn, my life is going to get worse. We got a worse president. Got this. Ring, phone call. You're free. Huh? And it's the president. What? And then I get out. People want me to hate him. Like, where do I start with the hate? Because it's hard. It's just like, bruh. And I think it's this lady. She ain't gonna show her talk, but if you watch the actual video, this lady, they got her a guaranteed job. You know, sometimes it's hard for people to start their life better when they get out of jail, but they get this person a job, bruh. It might not have been your friend, it might not have been your cousin, it might not have been Jimbo down the street, but it's happening. Like, bruh. And ain't just black people, all people. And he let the guy talk.
Mine is real short. 2 months ago, I was in a prison cell, and I'm in the White House. That's continue to make America great again.
Yeah.
We are one nation. We grieve together, and we heal together.
Okay, that's basically the end of the video. Now, I wish this video had more people watching, because I really want to see the hate. I really want to see what y'all got to say about this. Well, that's. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna get quick and hit some points that I should have hit. Jesus is not the way. Jesus is the way for if you want it to be a way for you. Any religion could work for you. Any Messiah could work for you. And if we're going to keep saying America's the free country, then don't have to be solely just for that one religion. Predictions. Kamala, if Biden actually wins completely, the future predictions is that we're going to simultaneously get our first black female president. That's what they're betting on, to just hit historical record. That's how he's going to die off, or die off as a president. That's to actually die. But when people come back to him, they're going to think it's a historical moment. You're going to be in your history book. They're going to talk about it on Black History Month. The first black female vice president. And then if he dies, knowing how people talk about him being old, now he might not have that many years on him. So if he goes, she wins. She becomes the president. And that just makes him look even better. Despite all the history, people are not going to look at they're going to look at the now when it comes to him, though. When it's Trump, they look at all the history. Even when he was a baby and he didn't even think about being a president, oh, he did that. So he's racist. But yeah, my prediction is that he'll win. If he wins, he wins, then Kamala Harris end up being the president because he's sick and he's not going to be there for too long. She's going to be the president. We got the first black woman president, and bada bing, bada boom. Green New Deals, take away all your guns, take all your rights, all that stuff. You know how it goes. More homicides in the black community, more things that's just going to be uncontrolled and blah, and hey, you're going to be 5 more years, you're going to be saying the same thing, we shall overcome, and the key's going to be right there, but we don't want the keys to unveil the reality. It's like the Matrix. Once you get out the Matrix and you see how the world is, you don't really want to work hard. You don't really want to do this. You don't really, you love being lied to because it caters to you. So people would jump out the matrix and see how the world is and realize that, you know, even though I'm brainwashed, even though it seems like this is going to keep happening, at least I'm happy. At least I'm comfortable being in the matrix. So that's what it is. People are afraid of seeing the truth. People are afraid of unveiling this and it really be like disaster. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work hard to get it back to a good place. You know, people get to a certain age, they found out that they wife and then work out. Now people don't want to start all over again. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people just easily giving up. Let's see what else. And okay, let's go to fraud information. I kind of already talked about this. So I'm thinking that if this is another prediction, if Trump legal team actually win this and they do a lot of recounting and things end up being where he become back the president or stays the president, we already know what's going to happen after that. Instead of him knowing that he went the legal way and knowing that everything going on now is suspicious as hell, you know what I'm saying, suspicious, and we ain't pointing at the electoral votes. We just point out it's suspicious. And it's suspicious how these Democrats and liberals not saying nothing about electoral votes today because they winning with that. You know what I'm saying? They was like, get rid of electoral votes, but now they're not saying that. No, everything is suspicious. But if he wins, somehow, talking about Trump, his legal team do what they gotta do, the people, the media, the fake news, all the powers that be that control the masses are going to project that he's basically a dictator. He made this happen. He took control. He stole the election. Oh my God, we can't get out of this. They're gonna make it so bad to make it be like, it's gonna make it so bad to damn near the Donald Trump like, you know what? Fuck it. Y'all wanna go down this hellhole? Go. Don't be coming back to me. Like Ice Cube said, I don't want to talk to the president, talk about putting trillions of dollars in the black community, and y'all niggas have a nice life. Exactly what he said. Because we don't want to get out of the matrix. We want to stay in the matrix. We want to stay in fairy tale land. We want to stay there. So, that is it. So yeah, so if he win, they're gonna do that, you know, nobody can be upset about him fighting this for the legal rights to, you know, to get a recount and things of that nature. If it's some facts. I mean, we could look at the suspiciousness. I'm already telling you it. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be mad at that. You know, he's not doing nothing wrong but doing things the right way. I mean, that's all I gotta say, man. You know, can't be mad at that, him doing that when Democrats waited 3 years and wasted y'all time for 3 years talking about some Russia collusion and ain't nothing about Russia. We should be worried about no, I'm not even gonna go to that because like I said, I don't know everything about politics, foreign policy, and all that stuff. So I ain't gonna talk about all that. But yeah, so I can get information, man. Do what you please with it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe we could all go downtown and be like, can we just do a whole election over? Like, you know, because I didn't vote right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So peace, head grease. How was it? Peace, hair grease. I don't know. Bye.